Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Facebook Live. So excited you're here. I'm so excited that you're joining on, whether you are catching it live or you're catching the replay. Thank you for holding space. Thank you for showing up and jumping on with me. So if you do jump on live and you are hanging out with me and baby, make sure that you say hey so I can welcome you on and I can say hello. Hello, Amy. Hello, Carol. I'm so excited to see you guys here. So I'm really excited to talk about today's topic. Remember, if you guys jump on, say hey so I can welcome you on. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Karen, my love. I'm so excited to see you guys. So today I wanted to talk about something about what you kind of need essentially to start your business. Hello, Dana. So before I jump into everything, I'm going to introduce myself. Hello, Karen, my heart. I love you so much. Hello, Charlea. I'm so excited you guys are here. I hope that you're having the most incredible day. Hi, Aubrey. So I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Autumn Bensette, and I am an intuitive life and business coach. If you do not know who I am already, I'm the founder of the Bossy Babe brand and the Bossy Babe Club here on Facebook if you're not a part of it already. And essentially what I do and what I'm really passionate about helping is helping female network marketers, female online entrepreneurs to build really strong personal brands and make the money that they crave in their businesses and ultimately go full time. And so today what I wanted to talk about and what I want to jump on and share more about, hello Tamara, is all about what you need to actually start your business. Oh, hello. What you need to actually start your business. Hello, Dana. And that question, like, do I need a website? Like, do I need a website to start? Is that something that I need to have done before I launch, before I start? And the thing is that there is a lot of confusion. And the women that come to me, whether they're in my group or they're one of my clients, or they jump onto a live video with me or into a program or whatever the case is, and we're talking for the first time in consultation, a lot of the times they think that they need to have a website first to start their business. In order for them to get clients, to start making money, this is one of the first things that they want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a little bit about my perspective, and I'm also going to share with you what I think, and you can, as always, you guys, take what you want, leave the rest, because there really essentially is no right or wrong way to run a business. Hi Diana. Hi Erica. There is no right or wrong way. You can look at so many different businesses here on social media or in person, and there are so many different ways people run them, right? There's no specific blueprint in which if you do it and you show up for it, it will work tenfold. Every single person has a different strategy, has a different perception, has different ways in which work for them. So take what you want, leave the rest. Not everything that I say is going to be for you or for you in this season, and that's okay. I'm specifically talking to the women that are network marketers and online entrepreneurs who want to start making money now, but are kind of sitting in this space of, do I need to feel credible? Do I need to have these things put down in order to start making money in my business? And the thing is that a lot of the time when people are starting their online businesses, they focus a lot of time on building websites or doing all this behind the scenes stuff, but they don't even have a car to drive. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, they don't have offers. They don't have any of the things in order to serve their clients with, and they're spending all their time and money on things that aren't really going to make them money right away. Okay, so again, everyone's perception is different, and that's totally okay. If you have a website or you want to have a website, that's okay. This isn't even about the website in general. But it's more about, do you need to have these things in place? And my personal opinion, and based on where I've been, is I still to this day do not have a website. I don't have a website. And I have gotten to this place in my business without one. I have had landing pages, I've had sales pages, but I don't have a website. I do not have one hub in which I direct everybody over to. There will be a season in my business, in my life, where I do decide to invest in this and I do pour into it and I do create it. Hi, Mindy. Yay, I'm so happy you're here. I love you so much. Hello, Tracy. Hello, Angie. Hello, Julie. Me either. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Right. So I'm not the only one here. And I think the biggest thing is that you have permission that you don't need a website to start making money. You don't need these things. I don't have one. I truly don't utilize them that much from other people. Not that I won't one day. However, it's not been the season for me to really focus in and use my business. And I've been able to scale my business drastically without a single website. I'm being totally real, you guys. I have like created or gone to create some a few different times, and I'm like, oh, this is just not where my energy needs to go right now. So I stop and I don't put my energy there. And I can tell you right now that it has never impacted my business not having a website. Dana, landing pages only, and because that's just how people can and easy sign up for things. 100%. I'm anti-website. Yeah, I think that there's definitely a time and a place for a website. I think I am launching a podcast, so eventually down the road for easier access to me, I will put everything into one hub, but it's not been necessary for me in this phase of my business. And my coach even, my business coach, she's built almost $1 million business I think she's going to be almost at $1 million this year, and she does not have a website. So this is subjective. It's up to you if you want this. But you have to figure out that if you're going to build a website, if you're going to do these things, are you wanting to make these decisions because you feel that you need them to be credible? Are you doing them because you're not really fully ready to put yourself out there? Are you hiding behind something? Okay, there's sometimes this internal reason and this internal decision or conflict in that you're showing up or you're feeling like you need to do these things because you're scared to fully put yourself out there, right? You're scared to actually make the offers. You're scared to put yourself out there, to nurture your audience, to drive the car to get where you're going. So it's easier to feel like you're doing things. It's easier to feel like you're showing up for your business when you're investing the money or doing these things or plugging away behind the scenes doing the work on and building a website. But here's the thing, you guys, is if you don't have an audience and you don't have people to show up for it, then you're kind of putting it out there to nobody. Who is going to look at the website if you don't have an audience? So it's really important that, number one, that you have an audience. Hello, Jill. Hello, Shayla. Just making sure I say hello. Hi, Megan. That's number one, right? If you don't have people who are going to go drive, you don't have the people to go to the website, then behind the scenes, you're just kind of wasting time, money, and energy trying to build up this thing that no one's really going to go to. Especially when you're starting your business, something's really important to note is that your branding and your messaging is going to shift and change a lot. Okay, my branding and who I serve and who I talk to and my vibe has changed so much since I first started my business. It is worlds different. And you guys can honestly go right to my page and go into my cover photos and look at my branding and who I served and how I came across with that even a year ago, and look at what that looks like. So if I would have got a website done right when I first started my business, before I really knew who I was, before I really knew who I was serving and the impact I wanted to make in their life and the outcome that I wanted them to shift towards and the problems that I solved, if I had created that back then, I probably wouldn't be using it today because I would have had to redo it because it didn't feel like me. I've shifted so much since that first beginning moment in my business, and you're going to grow and evolve into it. So it's okay to take your time. The most important thing is that you're moving your feet. Hello, Jill. Hello, Taylor. So happy you guys are on. Remember, you guys, if you jump on, please say hey. I love to say hey to you guys. I love to know who's jumping on. I recognize your bubbles. I recognize your name, and I want to thank you. I want to appreciate you for being here. Hello, Abby. So, and if you're catching the replay again, if you're on here, just say replays, then I know when a good time is for you to show up. So the very first thing that you guys need when you're starting a business is you need to solve a problem. Okay, before you have all the bells and the whistles, you need to have a problem in which you're solving. If you're showing up, sorry, my hair is dry because I'm kind of like bending over and it's just kind of keep going in my face. Maybe I can, but then it's so bright, it's too light. I'm gonna do this. Okay, there we go. If you're showing up and you have all the bells and the whistles, you have the website, you have the things, but you're not actually solving a problem, it doesn't matter how beautiful your website is because people aren't going to go to it, right? It's not going to capture anyone's attention. So the very first thing that needs to happen in order for you to start your business is you need to solve a problem. And it needs to be something that stands out. It's something that somebody actually needs. It has to be something that people are craving and would pull up their wallet for, and they truly, truly want to move away from this pain point into this pleasure point in their life. Okay, you need to solve a problem, and it needs to stand out on social media. It needs to stand out in the world. It needs to stand out amongst every other person. If you're kind of just going out there and you have a website, but it doesn't have a problem that you're solving, there's not something that they're coming there for, in this noisy, saturated world, this noisy, saturated market on Facebook, people aren't going to read it and people aren't going to go to it. So what is the problem that you're solving? Okay, what is the problem you're solving? What are people getting from you? That is number one. The second thing is you need to have a desired outcome and a desired vision that you're moving these women into, right? Before you have the website, before you have all these bells and whistles, you need to have a vision in which you're going to bring these women, or your ideal client, your soulmate client, that person you want to work with, your customer. You have to have a vision and an outcome and somewhere that you're going to bring them into. It's painting this picture, right? It's almost like you're linking arms with them and you're leading them into the space. If you're kind of leading them into the space, but you have no idea what the space is going to look like, and you don't know, you can't paint this picture of what they're going to feel like on the other side of working with you. You can't paint this picture of what they're going to receive on the other side of working with you. It's hard for them to step into it, right? Because they don't know that what you need is something that they need in their life, or what you know is something they need in their life. So I'm just going to say hello, Sarah. Hello, Desiree. Hello, sorry, I can't see names. Hello, Candace. Hello, Kat. Hello, M. I'm so happy you guys are here. Please say hey. Dana, yes, clear messaging is everything. 100%. That is what makes the difference between people who are making sales and bringing people into their business, is clear messaging, and people who aren't. People who aren't clear about the problem that they solve. People who aren't clear about what their ideal clients or their ideal buyer ultimately needs in their business or in their life, depending on what it is that you're selling or what you're offering. Okay, so you need to know the picture, the outcome, what that space is, that vibe, that feeling that someone is going to get from working with you. That is always so much more important than having the bells and the whistles on the website. That's that vibe you can bring into the website, right? Is that vibe, that vision, that picture that when someone works with you, this is what they're going to receive. This is what they're going to feel like, right? Because women are feelers first, consumers second. And I talk about this a lot because women buy differently than men. And when you know that women are going to buy from a space of feeling, you can help them to feel the thing that they want to feel. But if you don't know what they want to feel, then you can never really capture them and hit to that point in their heart and help them to get to that space. Women don't want to feel more desperation. They don't want to feel more confusion. They don't want to feel lack. They don't want to feel fear. They don't want to feel these things. They want to feel like they're stepping into a space of confidence, into clarity, into a space where they're going to feel more alive and better and taken care of. Whatever it is that they want to do in their life, there's something that they want to feel. Okay? That is what you need to help them do, and you don't need the website. You don't need all those things to help them feel it. You just need to help them feel it by showing up for them. The third thing you need, before you have the website, you need to have offers. You need to have offers. Abby, I have a desired service to bring to people with a pain point, but I've no structure or foundation to my business. So frustrating. Yeah, and Abby, that's something that you can absolutely do. I mean, that's something that I know that I personally love to help my clients with, is helping them to create that structure and that foundation, building up those walls so then they can bring in those clients, because yeah, you have a service, right? You know the pain point you want to solve, but then you're like, well, how do I deliver it the way that I need to deliver it? How do I help them get there? And that's a big part in your messaging. That's a big part in how you're showing up and talking to those pain points and talking to creating or helping them to step into this desired outcome, this desired feeling that they want to feel more of in their life, if this is making sense. But the third thing that you need is you need offers. So before you even have the website, before you have all of the things, what you need is you need to have somewhere to drive them. Okay, you need to have a destination in which you're going to bring them into. You need offers. A lot of the time, people want to have the website, they want to have the things before they even have an offer to provide to people. But if you don't have an offer, you can't make money no matter if you have a website or not. So having a really strong offer that your ideal client needs and wants, and a really great way to do this is Poll your audience and figure out what it is that they want, right? Your audience is out there and they're going to tell you if what you're creating or what you're thinking about creating is something that they even want. A lot of the time we will want to create something because it sounds fun or it sounds exciting or because it's something that we really want to create. And there is that line between following your intuition and launching within alignment. However, it's also important that you put things out into the world and you poll your audience, you talk to your audience, you talk to your social media, whether you have a group or you have a Facebook page or you have your Instagram, and use these platforms to actually ask them if what you have is what they want. And they are going to straight up tell you if it is or not. There have been many times where I have launched a program or I've launched an offer, or I've been thinking about a freebie or a program or something, and I always poll my audience first. I get their feedback. Even with my podcast, I ask them for my name. I haven't told anyone else my name, but a while back, I asked them what name they were drawn to, because I wanted their feedback. I want to know that they're going to connect to it, that they're going to reach out and they're going to listen to it, and they're going to feel compelled to download and to subscribe and be a part of it, right? This isn't just about me. My business is about serving others. My business is about bringing these women into a space with me. And so by being able to create offers that they need, it's going to be so much more powerful than just throwing things out into the world. So that's a really big difference. So making sure that, number one, right, going back to the top, when you are starting your business, the very first thing that you need to make sure that you have, right, is that you solve a problem. The second thing is that you need to know what outcome that you're going to help these women step into, okay? Paint that picture, have that vision. What are they going to feel like after working with you? What are they going to feel like after being in your energy and being in your space and buying your product, buying your program, buying your course, taking your coaching, working with you? How are they going to feel? Okay, paint that picture of who they're going to be on the other side of it. Okay, you need to have offers, right? You need to have something people can buy from you. If you're putting yourself out there and you're doing all of the things, but at the end of the day, you don't have an offer, right? You have the website, but you don't have an offer, you can't make money. So before you even have the website, have offers, okay? Have a program, have a freebie, have a, have your product, have whatever it is, whether you're network marketing or your service based. Make sure you have something to give your clients. Okay, make sure you have something to give your clients. That's so important. And the fourth one, you need to drive the car. Okay, you need to take time to create traction. It takes time to establish yourself as the expert. It takes time to build know, like, and trust with your audience. So often we want to go from 0 to 100 so freaking quickly. Right? We see this vision in our head. We're like, I want this business. I want to do these things. I want to have all of the things. I want to make all the money. I want to sell out all my stuff. I want to hit this rank, right? We want to go from 0 to 100 so freaking quickly. And that's amazing. Quantum leaps are amazing and they are possible. However, when you're starting a business out, you also have to recognize that you need to drive the car first. You need to take time to get to where it is that you're going. It takes time for you to build know, like, and trust. It takes time for people to know what you're selling and who you're serving. It takes time for people to trust you and to get to know you. It takes a lot of time for you to establish yourself as an expert in your field. And that takes coming and showing up and doing live videos and putting yourself out there and nurturing your audience and actually being able to show that you know something about what it is that you want them to buy from you. If you're just going and putting up some fancy website, that's great. They'll click on it, but they're not going to buy from you because they don't know you, right? We're in a day and age on social media where we have access to people in live time, right? You're watching me in live time. I can't hide this. I can't fake this. I can't change this. You're getting me as I am, all fibs and weird things. Like, I can't even talk sometimes, but you get me fully. I can't go back and edit this. So there are going to be people who dig me and love me and want to be in my energy more. And then there's going to be people who don't. And that's okay. That's 100% okay. But I can't also sit there behind the scenes and put out links and all of the things and say, hey, come buy my offer. If they don't know who I am, they don't know the energy that I hold, they don't know what space they're coming into by working with me. People nowadays, because they have access to podcasts, they have access to live videos, they have access to these things, it's important you utilize it. It's so freaking important because not only are you going to see it, but if someone shares your video and someone tags someone in your video because it impacted them, more people are going to see it, right? You build know, like, and trust, referrals, word of mouth. That is everything. So again, before you're focusing on the behind the scenes and getting the websites and doing all the bells and the whistles and making it look all really gorgeous and pretty, what matters is that you have offers and that you're nurturing your audience so that they know that when they purchase your offer, that they can trust you, what the energy that they're going to get from that offer, what they're going to get after working with you. I was just on a consultation, actually. Hold on, I'm going to pause for 2 seconds. Abby, I love that you pulled your audience for your podcast name. Yes, I did. And you know what? I think by now they've all forgot it. Thank goodness. But I did, and it was astounding. Like, it was astounding. Every single person in the group voted for one name. And there was one I had in my head of something totally different, but every single person voted that one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, well, that's it. That's it. Like, they all resonate with it. I'm not even going to fight it. I'm going to just honor that and roll with it. Like, that felt good to me. Hello, Olivia. Hello, Angela. Giving you a little wave back. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Ashley. And yes, okay. So welcome. So happy you guys are here. So now I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, my consultation. So, I was on my consultation today. Now, what was the point of me talking about that? You guys, I don't know. Baby brain. It'll come back to me. However, if you do not establish yourself as this expert, you don't take the time. Oh, I think I was talking about building the foundation. I can't remember. Well, she's in a position where she is building her business from the ground up. And so we were talking about this, and I said that one of the first things that you have to know before we even start working together is that it takes time to build this foundation, okay? You're going to have to build the floors. You're going to have to build the stairs. You're going to have to build the walls. You're going to have to build the roof before you can even welcome anybody in. And that has to be okay. It has to be okay. We want to go 0 to 100, and that's amazing, and we can do those things in our business. However, we also have to be okay with knowing that we have to drive the car to get to the destination that we want to go. Hello, Haley. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Jessica. So happy you guys are here. So if you have any questions about this too, please let me know. I'd be happy to help in any way, or if this is resonating with you, if this feels good for you, if you're on point with this, if you've kind of had these worries before, let me know, right? I don't want to just preach at you guys. I want this to be a conversation always. So if there's anything that you have to say, if there's anything that you want to ask about when it comes to this, like the things that you need to start, or, you know, what I view about, you know, websites or how I've made it work, please just let me know. I want to help. I want to guide you. So please feel free to ask any questions. But really being able to have that and know that you have to drive the car is important. Things aren't going to just fly, like, people aren't just going to come to you and know what it is that you do and how you serve them, especially, this is really important, especially if you are transitioning your business or you've rebranded at any point. It takes time for people to know you. Okay, like I said, there are so many people on social media. It's a noisy freaking world. It's noisy. And so even though we know what we're doing behind the scenes, even though we know that we've transitioned, even though we know that we're doing all the things, the chances of other people also knowing takes time. I literally had somebody reach out to me the other day and ask me if I still work with Beachbody and if I'm still a part of Beachbody and if I still in network marketing. I had somebody that I see in the mall, and they thought that I was still in Beachbody and network marketing, and I transitioned over a year ago. And I've talked about it multiple times. I share on every single live video. I have it in my branding. I have it in my cover photo. I have it all over every social media. I use my content. And yet sometimes people still don't know, right? So it takes time for you to be able to build this network, to build your social media, to build yourself as the expert, to establish yourself as this person that people are going to come and connect with and buy from. And then the last thing, the fifth thing, number 5, is you need the courage to be brave. Okay, these are all of the things that I feel for me, and again, take what you want, leave the rest. There's no blueprint. Like there's no freaking blueprint in how to run a business. It's different for every single person. However, this is what has worked for me. Okay, this is what's worked for me, is that you need to have the courage to be brave. Okay, you can have all the things, you can have all the strategy, you can have all the bells and whistles and the things showing up for you. However, if you don't have the courage to be brave, you're never going to take action. Confidence comes from taking action. And I talk about this a lot. We can't wake up one day and say, okay, now I have the confidence to start my business. I have the confidence to share my offer. I have the confidence to go live. I have the confidence to do all the things. It doesn't come just from waking up with it. You're not going to wake up with confidence. Confidence is going to come from doing the things that scare you. So you have to first be brave. You have to first have courage. And when you have courage and bravery, you build confidence from doing right. You see your offers are working. You see people are connecting with them. You see that your outcome is working and people are coming into this vision. You see that people are seeing you as that expert. You see that people are connecting with your content. And therefore, you feel really confident in what it is you're doing, but the confidence doesn't come first. Okay, so you need to have courage, right? You need to be brave. And these are some of the things that you have to have in place first, right? The websites are beautiful. They're wonderful. But people need to know you first. People need to know you first. They need to trust you first. They need to like you first. They need to get what it is that you do and who you're serving first before they're going to go and click on any website, because their time is precious, right? Their time is valuable. There are so many things that they can click on. You guys could have clicked on any live video that's going on right now. You could click on any post. You could read anything. You could be clicking on a YouTube video. You could be clicking on anything, but right now you're showing up here. So what's getting you to show up here? Is it my title? Is it what I'm talking about? Is it my energy? What is it that's getting you to show up in this space right now over anything else? Because that's a big deal, right? That's sales. That's understanding what actually matters to people and what they need. Just gonna read these here. Abby, how do you drive the car, build the foundation, and grow your audience at the same time, Autumn? I need to get to a point where I need to make an offer. Yeah, okay, so let me just break this down. How do you drive the car, build the foundation, and grow your audience at the same time? Okay, so I think that's a really beautiful question, and I love that you asked that, Abby. And here's the thing. In my personal opinion, you can't always do everything at the same time. Your business goes through seasons, just like you go through seasons. And if you're trying to do all of the things at once, you're not really doing anything at all, because it's hard for you to get traction. It's hard for you to put your focus into one thing when you're trying to do 1,000,001 things. So if you feel like, hey, I'm in this season right now where I need to grow my audience. Okay, well then maybe in this season, what you're doing, you're focusing on a lot is collaborating. You're focusing on getting on live video a lot so other people in the network are seeing you. You're getting on other people's podcasts. You're getting on other people's live videos. You're doing interviews. You're doing collaborations. You're doing summits. You're doing workshops. And maybe that's the season you're in. Okay, you might be in a season where maybe you're not making a ton of money, but you're building your network. You have a Facebook group. You're offering challenges. You're doing all these different things that are going to actually serve people at a lower level so then you can grow your audience. And then maybe you're in a season where you are going to create the offer. Okay, you're going to create the offer. You're in a good space. You're aligned. You're getting divine downloads. It's coming through, right? Because at the same time, too, you don't want to just create an offer to create an offer, right? Just to make money. Because in the long run, if you're just creating something to make money, money's not going to feel... It's not going to come to you in alignment. It's not going to come very easily and effortlessly. It's going to be hard because it's a space that feels forced. It's not something that came through you in pure alignment. So when you can take the time to let that come through, and you're like, okay, this is that next best thing. Like everything that I offer, when I have trainings or masterminds or I create anything, even my journal, everything that I've created has come from a space of alignment. It felt really good in my soul in that season, at that time, to put out into the world, and it came through me like I didn't know where it came from. It just came through. And so therefore, it worked really well, or it sold really easily, or was something that people needed because it wasn't about me. It was about who I was serving. So I go through different seasons. If I tried to show up and, nurture my audience all the time and build my foundation, do all the things, like it would be exhausting. It would be exhausting and be impossible. I'd be so burnt out. I went through a season at the very beginning where I built the foundation, right? I spent a lot of time behind the scenes, building maybe my program, or I built my vision. I kind of did all the inner work. I did a lot of that stuff. I was building the foundation there. And then I spent time networking and growing and building and supporting and nurturing my audience. And then I would have an offer. And then I would bring people into offer. And then I would do a launch into the offer. So you kind of have to go through seasons and see, okay, well, where am I at right now in my life, in my business? Like, what do I need to show up really strong for? Where am I at right now? What needs to be done? And how can I do this right now so then it can take me into that next best step? So what I would almost say is, like, maybe right now is a really good time for you to grow your audience, to focus on how can I serve my audience and give them what they need? How can I network more? How can I connect more? How can I collaborate more? How can I serve on a lower level? While I'm serving on a lower level, what is the offer that I know that these women are coming to me for? How can I create something for them that would be really amazing and I can launch on the back end of one of these more free or lower end offers? Okay, so now you have the offer. Now you have something to provide them. And then you go into a space of like nurturing your audience and being able to establish yourself as that expert. There are certain things that I absolutely do every single day, right? Like I go live and, I connect and I share in the Boss Babe Club, and I connect with these women and I help them. I post on social media. I show up. I'm here serving. I'm doing all the things. But there's certain areas that I show up really, really strong for. And there's been different seasons in my life that have required different levels of me at different times. Like just for example, this past month, I have been in major mode of creation. There's been a lot of stuff that I've been doing behind the scenes. So there's certain areas that I wasn't showing up as strong for. Like I'm only going live again consistently right now. But that's because the past 3 weeks to the past month, I've been behind the scenes recording podcast episodes, building this vision, doing the branding, creating everything that I want to create, working with a graphic designer, doing interviews, editing, figuring out all the behind the scenes, the back end stuff of it, which takes a lot of time, creating the workbook, creating the opt-in form, doing the sale, like doing the landing pages for all this stuff. So that has taken a lot of time for me. And so in this season, I was doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see. But I know that the next thing for what's coming is this is going to serve me for what's to come. So I sometimes have to dial back from always being out there and being in the forefront of my business. If I know that right now my focus is launching a podcast, I got to do the things behind the scenes to get that out into the world, and then I'll move into that next best step. Whether that's a freebie or I've run summits, I've done all those things, and sometimes I have to dial back a little bit more on the outside of things so then I can launch the thing that I need to launch. And that's okay, right? We all go through different seasons. I've gone through seasons where I've had to show up really strong for my self-growth. And I took a lot more time doing a lot of journaling and a lot of crying and a lot of healing and releasing and letting go and just a lot of spiritual work. I went through a massive time in my life where my business could not move forward until I did those things and I showed up for myself in that way. And there's no way that in that season I would have both been able to do all that inner work and then launch an offer. It wouldn't have made sense. So sometimes you just have to look at the season that you're in your business and say, okay, how can I put my 110% into this? How can I focus and grow in this season and then focus on what's coming next? Okay, you don't have to do it all. You can't do it all. It's okay, right? It's okay to not do it all right now. You just have to focus on what you truly need in this season and then focus on doing that and then take the next step. It was no different than working with my coach. My coach is like, okay, we have this and this and this you want to do. If you're trying to do it all right now, it's not going to happen. Focus on this, then focus on this, then focus on this. And I'm like, got it. Let's do it. And that's what I did. And I went balls to the wall getting my podcast released so then I can focus on the next launch and the next offer, the next thing that I'm going to be sharing with the world really, really soon. Michelle, you always know exactly what I need to hear and be reminded of. Oh, I love you, Michelle. I love you. I love you. I love you. Abby, I don't know how to get there. Have you ever worked with a coach, Abby? Have you ever worked with anybody that could help you kind of weed the way and be a sounding board for you and give you some of those strategies and guidance in helping you take that next best step? Because I know that made all the difference for me. When I started working with my one-on-one coach, it totally allowed me to have this sounding board and allowed me to get out of my own head and stop throwing spaghetti at the wall and actually know what my next best step was and what was in alignment and just have that guidance. Working with a coach has literally changed my entire life and business. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Crystal. Hi, babe. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hello, Dakota. Hi, Megan. Hi, Morgan. Hi, Melissa. I miss all you guys. Hello, Courtney. Hi, Kiralee. Hi, Mackenzie. Hi, Ava. Hey, girl. Hey. Hi, Ava. I'm so happy you guys are here. I missed all these comments. Sorry, I was up there just making sure I answered that. But thanks for your response. It's really helpful. You're so welcome. Abby, I'm worried that if I get into the forefront in one season and show up, I'm worried about disappearing and losing my following. Okay. So that essentially is coming down to a fear, right? That's coming down to a limitation. And if you were one of my clients, I would say journal on it. I would say work through that and heal that and create a new truth for yourself, create a new story that you're going to stand in. Coming from that space is coming from a space of lack. It's coming from a space of desperation, right? Not a space of empowerment. It's not coming from a space where you know that if you show up really strong and nurture, or you serve, or you create a lower end offer, you collaborate, or you do these things, what you're saying is that if I do this, I'm going to lose XYZ elsewhere. So now you're showing up for your clients, you're showing up and creating offers just from a space of not wanting to lose them. And in that space, you're never going to be of service. So what I would suggest is journal on it, heal it, look through it, create a new story that when you do show up and you do honor this season, that you're going to be abundant anyways, that you're still going to be abundant, that you're not going to lose out on clients, that you're not going to lose a following, that it's going to actually make you more abundant and bring even more soulmate clients to you. It's all about how you want to perceive it, right? Because your energy is going to connect and match it. If you truly feel on that level that people are going to run away, you're going to show up in that way and you're going to exude that energy and people are going to run away. But if you're able to put out into the world like, hey guys, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still serving you guys. I'm nurturing you guys. However, I'm working on something so incredibly amazing and I'm doing XYZ and I'm showing up in the world in this way and I'm going to serve you in my business in this way. And you can be super honest and transparent with it. They're going to feel that energy and know that season too. And they're going to walk with you, right? They're going to walk with you. So it's all about how you're going to perceive that, and it's important to heal that limitation, that story you're telling yourself about why you think you can't step away from your business, or you can't step away from the selling or the offers and focus on that different season in your business. That's just a limitation. It's no different than women thinking that they need to show up 24/7 or all weekend or never take a night off, never have a date night, because they think that if they do, their business is going to fall away and they're going to lose people. At the end of the day, if you lose people, they're not your people. So it's okay. I lose friends on Facebook every single day. People leave my group. People unfollow me off Instagram, and that's okay, because I want to connect with my people. I want to connect with the people and the potential clients who want to live the life that I live. And I do not show up every single day on the weekends for my business. There are things that I do. There might be things behind the scenes. However, I'm not working with clients on the weekends. I don't take calls on the weekends. That time is for me and my family. I shut off by a certain time at night. And so if people are expecting me to be on 24/7, they're not my ideal client. They're not my ideal person. And that's okay. Like, I have to be okay with that. I can't serve everybody and everybody. And if I'm waiting or I'm only showing up because I don't want to lose people, it's not coming from service. It's coming from a space of lack and desperation. And I can't make money in that space because the content's coming through me and the ideas and everything that comes through me isn't going to be in alignment. It's going to be coming from a space that feels really forced, and it's not going to feel good. And so they're going to feel that as well, because they're buying into your energy. They're not just buying into your offer. Crystal, I'm definitely in the season of healing and growth. Yeah, absolutely. You've been finding your goddess and empowerment is flowing onto me. And this is the most powerful thing, right? You're honoring yourself right now, Crystal. And this is going to show up and serve you so much in your business in the future. Maybe that's a week down the road. Maybe it is a day down the road. Maybe it's a month down the road or 3 months down the road. However long your healing takes you, it is going to serve you so much stronger, because you're becoming the woman you need to be for the women who are stepping into the space with you, right? You're learning the lessons that you need to learn so then you can help them make these shifts too. There's a reason why we're divinely guided into the space that we are. And we need to lean into it. When we lean into it, rather than pushing against it or resisting it and just letting it be, that is when we are always guided to that next best step, and we sign the client we want to sign, or our business flourishes, or we have this amazing program download that comes through us and it sells out effortlessly, right? That's when it happens, is when we give it space to be. But when we're trying to force it, right? We're trying to force it. It doesn't happen in a very good way. It doesn't feel good, and it becomes really, really difficult. So you have to allow those seasons. You have to allow it, because your purpose isn't yours. It's given to you from something so much bigger than you. And so sometimes for us, when we're saying, well, no, this is what I need, or this is what I need to do, we're telling the universe that we know what we need better than it. And that never works. That never works. My podcast, yay, see, Crystal, that's amazing, right? That's your next best step, and the healing and the growth that you're doing right now is going to lead you to be able to show up stronger in that area, in that space, and be able to serve women in the way that they need it. But sometimes until we go through these seasons, we go through these times, and we allow things to get really messy and uncomfortable, we can't find what feels good. We can't get into this space that feels really aligned. So I made a post about this actually today, that you have to be willing to let things get really messy. You have to be willing to let things get uncomfortable. You have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to just get really uncomfortable and just like feel really as if everything around you doesn't make sense. Sometimes you have to get into that space in order for it to make sense, for the pieces to come back together. So I hope that was helpful. I know I missed a couple people saying hello, Heather. Hello. Okay. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Brandy. I missed some of you guys. Okay. So just to recap, you guys, recap on what the heck I was talking about. Do you need a website? Is that the first thing you need to focus on in your business? No. If you want to, that's fine. All the power to you, girlfriend. You do you. But that's not the most important thing, okay? Having a website, what else is that distracting you from? What are you internally hiding? What are you scared to show up for? Where are you scared to put yourself out there and to be the face that people see? Because sometimes we distract ourselves by all these other things to make ourselves feel busy, make ourselves feel like we're crossing things off the list, right? We're being productive, we had a really good day, but yet it's not actually a business building activity. It's not moving our feet. It's not taking us closer to where it is that we want to go. So the first thing, right, is make sure you're solving a problem. Make sure you have something that people need. Okay, number 2, have a desired outcome and vision for your ideal client and for these women. Paint the picture of the place they're going to step in with you. The third thing, you need to have offers. You need to have something that they buy, right? If you have a website but there's nothing to buy, what's the point? What's the point? And you don't need that. You can use PayPal. I have Kajabi, you can have landing pages, you can do all the different things. You don't need a website in order to collect payments. You need to drive the car, okay? You need to establish yourself as the expert. You need to create traction. You need to build know, like, and trust factor, right? You need people to see you. You need to put your voice out there. You need to put your face to what it is that you do and allow people to fall in love with you. Okay, and you need courage to be brave, okay? You don't need the confidence just to do the things. You need courage to go and launch it, to put yourself out there, to be vulnerable, to be open, to solve the problem, to stand in your power, stand in your brilliance, and say, this is who I am, and this is what I can help you with, and I'm confident in hell in what I can help you achieve. I know for certain that when you work with me, you are going to feel this. That is what people want to step into. They're not going to step into something where it's like, well, maybe when you work with me, you might get this and you might feel this and this is maybe the price and this is maybe what you're going to get. Who would work with that? Okay. Who would work with that? You need to have the courage, be brave, be confident, know your worth. And the only way that you're going to know your worth is by putting it out there and driving the car. You can build the website for so freaking long behind the scenes, but it doesn't make you more confident in what you know or what you're talking about or asking for the sale. It just doesn't. So those are essentially my 5 things that I think and know that you need to have to really begin your business. Okay, it's not all the tech stuff always. Yes, those things are good, but I started signing on clients. I started selling programs. I started selling all these things without sales pages, without having a website, without having any of these things. I still do not have a website to this day. Yes, I will have one in the future, eventually, maybe sometime, but I really don't care about them. They're not important to me. Every business is different. There might be, like, I think brick and mortar businesses need websites. You need to be found. There is that know, like, and trust factor with certain businesses that offer certain things. However, if you're a coach, if you're a network marketer, if you're a personal brand, it's not the first thing you need. Okay, you just need a way for people to find you. You need a way for people to connect with you. You need something that they can buy. I want to put you in my office. Oh my God, Abby, I love you. I love you. I love you. I can come into your office. I can be there. I can be there right there with you. You're so sweet. I love you so much. Crystal, I've been neglecting it. I was in that space 2 months ago. Yeah. But the pieces are coming back together. Yeah. That's beautiful. And I'm so happy to hear that. It's because you're leaning into, right? You're allowing it to be. You're not forcing it. You're not You're not saying, okay, this is what I feel, but I know that I should do this, and so that's what I'm going to do. Because it doesn't work in that space. You have to truly, truly lean into what you need, and then when you lean into what you need, you're going to be guided to that next space. Oh my God, Abby, I am obsessed with you. So you guys, that is that. If you have not yet joined, please make sure you join the Boss Babe Club because I love you guys in there. And you guys are going to get first details on the launch party, which is, I believe it's going to happen Monday. I believe my launch party is going to happen Monday. I'm just waiting for a couple things. If you guys are just catching on to what's going on, I have a podcast that has officially been submitted and it got approved within an hour, which is crazy, but it was only, it's not searchable for a couple days. So I'm going to be having a launch party for it, which is going to be so exciting. I'm going to have prizes and giveaways, and it's going to be amazing. So it's going to be so much fun. So I want to be able to celebrate with you guys. There's something so incredibly important about celebrating, and that's a whole different live that I could talk about. But being able to celebrate and anchor in the memories that you have, that's what it's all about. A lot of the time, right, we want to hit off that next goal, we want to cross the next thing off the list. However, if you don't take time to feel what you want to feel after you've accomplished the goal, what's the point of the goal to begin with? Right? There's no point to having the goal, to setting the goal, if you're not going to allow yourself to feel what you want to feel after it. Why we do what we do is to feel this sense of party, to have this sense of accomplishment, to feel really good after it. And if we just check it off the list and say, not a big deal, I'm just going to move on to the next thing. You don't allow yourself to experience what celebration is. And when you celebrate, you're at that highest frequency, that highest vibration to attract more of that brilliance in, right? Because people want to be in that energy. So I'm going to be launching, it should be, I'll make a post when it is searchable. It will be searchable right away. I need to just double check a couple things behind the scenes, talking out loud, but it will be searchable right away. And then I'm going to do a launch party, I believe, on Monday. I'll invite you guys to it. It'll be inside the Bossy Babe Club. So make sure that you're in there if you're not already. They'll get the first little dibs on it, but I'm also going to post it everywhere so you guys can join in on that. So yeah, Crystal, is it on Stitcher? I'm going to say yes. However, I have to figure that out and make sure that it is. Still new behind the scenes figuring this out, but I'm going to figure it out. Where I've uploaded to, I believe it naturally uploads it to everywhere, but I'm going to double check and make sure. I'm going to write it down. Stitcher. Thank you. Because I want to make sure that it gets to you guys on Androids. Crystal, Melanie taught you to celebrate. 100%, 100% Celebrating was not something I did until I started working with my coach. She allowed me to step into this space of truly feeling and experiencing the things that I want to experience now, to make the memories now, not to just continue to cross things off the list. Hello, Chloe. Hello, Jessica. Hello, I can't see your name. Hello, Mandy. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, I love each of you guys, and I love seeing your faces on here. So if you guys, by the way, if there's somebody that you know, if you're a part of a team, if there's somebody that you have on your social media, if there's someone that you love and you want to help them receive this message and you want to help them to also start their business and give them this permission that they don't need all of the things to start, please, 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 I would love it so much if you share this video or you tag them below. That would mean the world to me, because essentially the more that we can spread this message together, the more impact we can make. So Melanie is amazing and so are you. You are amazing, Crystal. Thank you. Yes, Melanie is incredible. I freaking love the tits out of her. She's amazing. So you guys, that is about it. The podcast is launching soon, so stay tuned for those details. Make sure you come and join the Bossy Babe Club. And I'm also actually filling up. I have one, oh my gosh, you guys, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm saying this right now. I have one one-on-one coaching spot left. That is insane. So if you are wanting to work with a coach, you are ready to say yes to your life, you say yes to your business, and walk hand in hand with someone who gets it and who's been there with you, make sure that you send me a message so we can book a consultation for a one-on-one, because after that fills up, I probably won't have a space available till September or October. So I'm going to have to see when I'm available again, because I don't even know. I don't even know. I only have one spot open, so this is amazing. So I would love to be able to fill that with another amazing soulmate client. So make sure you reach out to me. But other than that, you guys, I really hope that this was helpful. I hope that you now have this permission and you don't feel like you need to wait for all of the things to be in order for you to start running your business, for you to just start putting yourself out there. Just nurture your audience, talk, share, go live, have an offer. That's it. Okay, of course there are a million and one things you can do. There are a million and one things you can always do. But you need to have an audience that knows you, that loves you, that trusts you, and you need something for them to buy. That's it. Okay, the other things can come, but if you want to start making money, get on social media, get on live video, build know, like, and trust, serve your audience, establish yourself as the expert, and have something they can purchase, okay? That's about it. So you guys, I love you so much. I appreciate every single one of you. If you have any more questions, if there's anything else that comes up for you after this live video is done, please post it below because I will always go back and respond and answer them and love on you for showing up. So I love you guys so much. I hope you have the most incredible Tuesday. Bye.